This is Booty League Podcast.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to week 7 of the Booty League podcast. As always, I'm David, joined by the wonderful Chris. What's up, Chris? How you doing today?
What's up? I'm doing all right, man. Dearness Johnson going off right now, and
Yep.
could be doing better, right? If he was in my starting lineup. So
I think this is the first recording where we've actually had a game live in the background.
yeah,
So
I
we'll
think so.
definitely, at the time of recording, Tim Patrick is on the verge of goosing me in the game. So, but hopefully by when the podcast comes out, we'll have an answer to that. So, yeah, breaking. You want to walk us through the breaking news?
All right, so breaking news this week. We got 14 transactions, just some more spicier ones. Not too much, of course. Dimitri Felton to Royce for 22 fab. Is he starting him? I'm not even sure.
I
Um,
don't. I don't think so.
and then you got Marcus with 20. The next bid was 5-0. Jonathan spent up on the defense for 8. Rashad David got Rashad Penny at 7.
Hopefully he plays so I can play him.
And then waiver priority versus Timmy. Timmy also bid 7. Matt Prater to Timmy for 5. That was a big bet for kicker. And then Daniel Carlson to James for 0. The next closest bid was 2, but I think Jonathan had too much going on. But yeah, who did you want? What are your thoughts on the waiver wire this week?
I mean, I put in a bid for Felton. I didn't think I was gonna get him, and honestly, I only put in 20 because I'm low on cash,
Mm-hmm.
and it was still pretty questionable,
Mm-hmm.
like what his role is gonna be.
Yeah.
Penny, because it's like a kind of low key. He's still on IR. There's a lot of speculation going around between Alex Collins, and it's a Monday game, so it's really up in the air there. So it was
Yeah.
kind of like a Hail Mary type of pickup. But I'm actually glad I didn't spend like $92 or whatever it was on Damian Williams because
Yeah.
that guy is and if you're unvaccinated, everybody go get vaccinated, please. Okay, if you haven't done so already. But because there's been reports of players coming back after being unvaccinated with their bout with COVID, and
Yeah.
they just aren't like the same, and like
Yeah.
they have like asthma and stuff. So I'd be hesitant to roll him back out even
Yeah.
if he
Yeah.
came back from his
Yeah.
bout.
Yeah. For sure. And I
You have anybody you wanted?
Yeah, it was just also weird that he sat out last year. I think Nick brought that up or someone brought that up.
Oh
He sat
yeah.
out last year for COVID concerns, and then now he's doing this. So
Hmm.
interesting. Um, I wanted. I think that the metric Dimitri Felton was kind of a lot. I really wanted Carlson, but accidentally got Amon Ra for 1. I thought someone would have bid more for him.
I actually
But
like
that's
the
it.
Amon Ra pickup actually, but I wish I got him. But I think we'll get to that. But I think you should play him this week.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah,
Some shot bets, or should we talk about the trade first and go into shot bets in the game?
yeah, we'll go shot bets into the game.
Okay.
If
Sounds good.
and Royce is still not here,
So
but it's
let's
okay.
move.
we'll go. We'll go into.
Let's move them over.
Yeah. No. We'll go into
Oh,
grade the trade. What? We
whoops.
have
Oh,
a.
sorry. Hold up. Let me move you back up. My bad. You said grade the trade first.
Yeah, grade the trade first. Grade the trade
Okay.
first.
All right. So trade last night finally came through for the week. Michael receives Aaron Jones, DeAndre Hopkins. Jonathan receives Najee Harris, DJ Moore, and 4 fab. What are your thoughts, David?
Um, I think Michael was a little bit too low on Najee Harris. I think definitely Najee is an upgrade. I don't know how it is in Michael's head, but I just say Najee is an upgrade over Aaron Jones just because of the huge workload. And
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
know Green Bay better than I do, but I think AJ Dillon is like creeping into some of that pass catching work.
Mm-hmm.
Correct if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but
No. He's getting more work, kind of like Jamal Williams was last year. Like even though Aaron Jones was good, Jamal was getting more of that work too.
yeah. And D Hop I think is um he's a good player, but I think in Arizona there's just too many mouths to feed, and
Yeah,
he's due for a touchdown regression because I think 4 of his last 5 or something like that, he has had one or more touchdowns in those
yeah,
games. And DJ Moore is just a target hog. I mean, but all in all, like these are just studs for studs. You never know
exactly,
what's gonna pan out, right?
exactly. Like in a vacuum, like I definitely prefer Najee, but I think Michael is sitting at 3-3 and really wants to win this week versus Royce's really strong team. So just trading for starters like that, like you said, stud for stud, like you never know how the situation is going to pan out. I think it's an upgrade though. I think DJ Moore's been kind of on a decline. Sam Darnold hasn't been playing well, and and Arizona's been winning pretty handedly, so they haven't had to like hyper target him or just kind of laser focus on him. So maybe if game scripts get closer, maybe they'll use DeAndre Hopkins more because he's still the dude there.
Yeah, yeah, but I don't know how much like AJ Green. I know like in the fantasy community we kind of shit on him a lot, but like fantasy community and like like the locker room are different because AJ Green was a household name back in the day. He's kind
Yeah,
of like a Larry Fitz, right? So I think they will he'll demand like more targets and like a little bit more respect in that aspect, and it
mhm.
kind of diminishes from
True.
DeAndre
Yeah,
Hopkins.
yeah.
But
They don't have to hyper target him, right? Like they have other
yeah, like
good
last year
players.
they had like Fitz and like Kirk, so they like
Mm-hmm.
hyper targeted him a lot.
Mm-hmm,
But
mm-hmm.
this year, yeah.
All right.
So what's your grade for these guys?
I think I give them both A's. I think Jonathan does get a better Najee. He gets 4 fab out of it, but Michael, if Michael wins this week, it's an A for sure for him, right?
Yeah, I got Jonathan an A, but Michael, I feel like Michael could have gone more out of this, so I say a B.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Michael kind of um, fell in love with the big names, so I give Michael a B. But again, it's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And our weekly recap. This week I was 4 for 6. Chris, an abysmal 1 for 6.
Not a good showing from
The
me. Not a
only
good showing from
the
me.
only one Chris got right was Michael over Vintuk,
It was,
which was unanimous across
yeah,
the panel, right?
yeah.
So that's gonna hurt your KDA, Chris.
Oh yeah. And Jonathan got 4 out of 6, and James got 3 out of 6. So James and I will be taking extra shots for this. Um, our running total right now, David's on a 64% correct. I dropped down to 55% correct, and then the guests are at 61%. So I combined Jonathan and James' score into the guest total because we didn't miss a guest week. Um,
Okay.
yeah, what are your thoughts on the games this week?
I did what? I don't really remember too many games. None of them were like particularly close, right?
Mine was close, and I'm an idiot, dude. I'm so dumb. I played I played Dearness Johnson instead of Dave. I was like flipping back between them,
Oh,
and I
you
thought
picked Dearness last week?
yeah, I
You're
played Dearness last.
trolling,
I'm
dude.
trolling,
You're
dude. I
trolling.
played Jamal and Dearness, and then, like
No.
if I played Dave, I would have won. If I played only James Conner, I wouldn't have won. So yeah, I thought Jamal's the right play, but that didn't work out.
Okay.
And yeah, I said.
That's
I,
pretty.
th- I thought Dallas's run D was supposed to be good. I thought they were going to blow him out, and Dame was not going to run the ball. It
Yeah,
was
I
way
have
tighter.
I have I have a stat. I have a stat about you later that we'll talk about
Oh my
during
God,
Jeopardy. But
I might be the lowest.
I looked a little into the numbers really,
Might
and
be the lowest in the room right now, dude.
so we'll get more into that later. But moving on to the power rankings.
Okay.
Damn, we're blazing through this podcast though, just the two of us. Uh,
We're just gonna hop into the game after when Royce can get him. Is that what we're
yeah,
doing?
when Royce. So we're gonna
Okay.
cut here because Royce is not in the lobby yet,
Mhm.
and we'll hop into the games after. But let's talk about the power rankings. What do you think
Okay.
about
Um. Oh yeah, it's a
Timmy
quick
and
six. Oh
Timmy
my
and
bad.
Jonathan?
Timmy and
Um,
Jonathan are both first, right? But they have a power ranking score of 3, right? That's pretty interesting. First time two number ones, right? You've seen ties here and there, but dang, two number ones but they're both at a power ranking score of 3. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, Jonathan's team looks a lot better now than it did before the trade, in
Mhm.
my opinion. It
Mhm.
is coming down because it was at like 1 point whatever, like
Yeah,
week
exactly.
2 or 3. So it has been coming back down. On paper, Jonathan's team just doesn't look good, but it's that team management, man. That guy is so good at picking his lineups.
Yep.
Um, Timmy. Timmy's team's looking pretty strong. He has a lot of value at running back. His
Mhm.
RB2s are slowly creeping into the high-end RB2 conversation. And who are his wide receiver? Oh, he has the best wide
Yeah,
receiving
he has
core
the
in the
best wide
league.
receiver in the quarter, right?
So both of them are pretty good. So they belong there. Um, Biggest jump from Marcus from 10 to 7,
So he jumped up 3 spots.
three
And he moved up 10
spots.
to 7.
And then James and Ty slides down by 2.
Mhm.
Any thoughts on that?
Um, yeah, Marcus got a win over Ty, and Ty's Chargers stacks did not set him up for success, and I guess that was why he deserved to drop. His rest of season roster is kind of down again at 10. Michael went down to 9 after that trade, which is kind of surprising. I thought his team would have gone up if anything. Um,
Oh, this is in
Oh,
after the
excuse me.
trade?
No. This is after the trade. Oh,
Oh.
excuse me. Never mind. Michael didn't drop though. That's why Michael stayed. James did slide. He had a bad showing. Playing Nick as well. I know his team didn't show up. He was very frustrated on the week. So I think it kind of shakes out where it should be. There. Just some other thoughts. Power ranking scores for 3 and 4 between me and Nick are very close. They're like 0.3 away. And then between myself and Marcus, we're like 0.07 away. And I'm surprised. I think Marcus should be above me, to be honest. If I had to say anything
I
about
think
that,
Marcus's big thing is that his quarterback play. I mean, he's had like Dak, who hasn't really been throwing the ball that much,
mm,
and he's been rolling out. He hasn't been rolling. He's been rolling out Dak every week, and
mm,
I think that's contributed to some of his losses.
mm.
Um, but yeah, Nick Chubb being out really hurts his
Oh
team.
yeah, yeah.
So I think
and
that might
and
be.
Kareem Hunt, right? Like he lost him and Kareem Hunt now,
Oh yeah,
so
true.
he's definitely hurting at the running back position. And then he was missing weeks with Joe Mixon too, or Joe Mixon was on a snap count with his
Hmm.
ankle, so he's kind of been in and out with the injury bug as well.
Yeah, I think actually Royce might move up. I was surprised that Royce was at fifth. I thought he would slide into that four four and
Mhm.
maybe push in 3 just because of Derrick Henry and James Robinson. They're
It,
just
it,
so
it, it
strong.
must be a record thing, just playing E and stuff like that.
Hmm. Hmm.
Because he has 48 wins. He has the most over. Yeah, he has the most overall wins in our league. So
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Royce slides up after this week. We'll see
absolutely.
because he doesn't have James Robinson, so it'd be a little bit tough this week, but we'll
Mhm.
see. Yeah, and any other thoughts on the week?
No, that's kind of it there for us for the power rankings and our recap of the week.
All right, and let's get the other guys in here, and we'll hop into the game after a
All
quick
right.
break. Welcome in. We're gonna play some Jeopardy, but before we get to there, how you guys' season been going? Any quick thoughts? Anything you guys want to say to each other?
Hey, two
Talk
and four boys,
fantasy
stand
football.
up.
2 and
Right
4,
here,
baby!
right
Woo!
here,
Right here, right here, me,
right
me.
here, dude.
Represent.
What are you at, Nick?
I'm at 3-3.
Hey, let's go 3-3.
Yes,
What's
sir.
good?
Yes, sir.
We'll be
Stand
there
up.
soon.
Let's
Stand
go.
up.
All right. Well,
Oh man.
I think we all have shots to pay up, right? So,
Yes, sir.
Always.
So, shot bets we had last week. Miles Gaskin, 10-point over under. James, Chris, Royce, Nick have to pay saying over. Game of the week for Timmy and David. It's David and Chris. I'm never voting for you again, David. By the way,
I'm
uh,
not. Why do I dig my own hole, dude?
I try to support you, and you put out that kind
There's
of
been
roster, dude.
There's been talk. I played my best roster, believe it or not.
And then I did a
Fighting for his
backup
life.
Browns running backs shot bet with Timmy. I have to take a shot, and then there's a head-to-head that Nick, Timmy, Jonathan that they were going to pay out later. So payouts this week: I have five. I have four, but then I have
Jeez.
one more from James's pick'ems. So I'm going to do five right now. James has two for Miles Gaskin and the co-host head to head. David has one. Royce has
Let's
one.
go.
Nick has one.
Just one.
Jonathan and Nick owe one at a party. You guys made those terms yourself, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And then if you owe James pick'ems, then that's on you. That's
I
something
do.
else.
No, I ain't owing James shit. You see my pick'ems?
Okay,
How many
okay.
do I owe
What
for
the
pick-
fuck
I
is
know,
a spread, dog?
I know. I owe
You'll
at least
two with it.
two.
You owe,
Okay.
you owe two with the podcast, and I don't know how much you owe for
I
pick'ems.
know I owe at least.
Oh wait, no, I
two
sent
for
a
the
video
pick 'em.
in for my last
I'm
week's
sorry. I
giveaway.
think the video must have gotten lost somewhere.
No, dog.
Royce.
Nick is my
I
eyewitness,
think
dude.
the
I did
video
it in Nick's
must.
car.
I did.
I don't remember.
I haven't seen it.
I don't
I
remember.
I
haven't
haven't
seen it.
seen it.
I was pretty
And
drunk that night, dude.
Did
I
you
don't
guys take
remember.
your shot already?
I could have
No,
done
not
eight.
yet.
Grab mine.
I could have done
Uh,
8 today if Vin got back to me. By the way, and then
Can I just
Vin's,
pour mine out right now?
Oh, true.
Vin's
Back
still
by popular demand.
Stop it!
Back
It's not.
by
It doesn't even look washed. I think you're scared to wash it because it'll break even more.
It is washed. We just don't
Oh,
have hot water.
It
It's
looks,
just- it's just a
it looks
camera.
hazy on the camera.
Yeah.
That's why.
My camera's.
And
My
Vin
camera's.
still owes 4 shots. Michael owes 5 shots. Like we got to do something about them.
Yeah,
taking this shit.
commish. You gotta
I
talk
got
to
the
them
cold rock in
for
there.
the integrity of the game.
Alright.
Everyone in the league gets one person off their roster,
Alright.
and we'll go reverse order.
Reverse snake.
All right, 2 shots.
And if
2
snake's around, so the number 10 gets 2 picks.
shots. Wait a minute. All right. Cheers, guys. Happy Thursday.
Happy.
All right,
Thursday
here's
Night Football?
4. 4, right?
Yeah. Well, 2. I don't know how much you owe for pick'ems.
Ooh. Woo.
Oh wow. Okay.
Ooh.
Pull up Royce's.
5. Oh Jesus, this is a lot. I'm not taking this anymore.
Yum.
I'm sorry.
You're
I think I would have
soft.
rather lost a fuck ton of money than do that. Oh god.
Alright. Here's 5.
Woo.
Hot damn.
Alright, yeah, I was trying to check out Royce's video. Y'all tell me if this even counts. This seems like he's drinking on his own time, but y'all tell me.
That's 1 shot,
That's definitely not before bed.
2 shots.
I don't think pregame
3
shots
shots?
count.
All right.
James, is that 3 shots? You're our resident.
Go back. Yeah, you're a resident Red Cup guy.
Cheers.
Is
that 3 shots?
Is that 3 shots?
I guess if you round down.
Oh, okay.
Just
All right,
barely made the
oh.
cutoff.
Cheers.
What is this trash music? I think I'm gonna have to. This is not copyrighted music. I'm gonna get DACMA banned on this channel.
Royce's mix.
No, it's
Oh,
not. It was a
that's
bootleg.
that's definitely the face of 3 shots.
All right, but I'll explain the rules of Jeopardy. I have Jeopardy up right now. If you guys are, oh, Chris is still working on his.
I'm still
Should we
working on mine.
wait?
I mean, yeah, he had like 5, didn't he?
Not 5,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'll just
dude.
take a minute to talk shit about David's Tim Patrick start.
Shit.
I
He
just
just,
like to
Oh wait,
dedicate
do you
this
guys
time-
want to do the loser takes a shotgun also? The losing team, not on stream, of course, but
Dude,
Next time?
on stream?
next
Ooh.
time because we haven't had.
Okay.
There's been a lack of shotgun bets.
yes, I am down.
All right, that sounds like fun, actually. Yeah.
All right, all right. So the rules of the game. Please let me read out the question first before you answer, so that the viewers at home can hear if they're just listening in. And to answer, you gotta touch your nose. All right. And the first person I see on my screen touch their nose, I'll pick. And it'll be teams. So, oh, go ahead.
Oh no, you go first and then I.
Are you two? You guys divide teams amongst yourselves, and how teams will work was everybody will touch their nose all at once, and whoever gets it, I'll award the points to their team. Makes sense.
Okay. Question:
Go
Is this
ahead.
fab coming from a treasury or something, or is
Nope.
this
This
printed-
is coming
fresh
from
from
your.
our
book,
This is
from
from
our
your
wallet.
book.
Oh, okay.
Don't we get? What if I download more RAM? Does it come with it?
Yeah, you mine fab.
you might,
I
it
bought an
might.
RTX 3090 to mine fab.
All right, so how do you guys want to divide it amongst yourself, the teams?
It's
How
teams
about
of
3 and
two?
3 boys versus 2 and 4 boys?
Alright,
All
alright,
right.
Chris.
I like that.
All
I
right,
got you.
all right. So
I
we
got you, I
got
got
three. We got three categories here. 100 to 400 point value. And a final Jeopardy question. You can bet from 0 to the max amount of your money. So we'll give the 2 and 4 boys the first
stream
pick.
it?
Oh, you guys.
Can you stream it?
Oh, you haven't seen it yet. Okay.
No.
Sorry. Yeah.
And-
So
there we go.
so our categories are
Ooh.
fantasy football players, fantasy managers, anything goes, and our final Jeopardy. So I'll hand it off to the
I'm
2 and
surprised
4 boys.
there's no fantasy lore category.
Yeah,
was
I'm
last
surprised there's
year.
no fantasy lore.
Fantasy lore.
I do admit that these
just
questions
kidding.
may be a little bit harder than last Jeopardy questions.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So 2 and 4 boys, go ahead.
Alright, Royce, start us off.
All right, let's go fantasy managers for 1 hundo.
Who has the least amount of fab? Chris, I think.
Mike.
Go ahead, Royce or Royce or James.
Oh,
Jay, you want it there?
who is Michael? Am I supposed to?
Royce, you got it.
Who is Michael? Mikmo Montalvo.
Who is Michael
Oh,
is
oh.
correct.
Oh, it's
So
okay. We gave him that
I
one.
forgot about
Oh.
if you got answer, you can't think on the. You can't think,
Really?
or you
This-
can't
this
think,
is-
but it's subjective. But that felt like it was too long. Go
my
ahead.
My Michael one was too long.
You thought for too long. Is in my.
Oh, wait, he
opinion.
answered like immediately.
Yeah, I thought you answered immediately. I just didn't say who is Michael. Is that?
No. We'll go back to the replay.
Run the tape.
Run the tape.
We'll go back to
Dog.
the tape.
Challenge.
All right. Now that we know the
Challenge
rule, okay, I
flag.
tied it up. Okay, that was an easy question,
Alright, hold on,
anyways.
hold on.
Okay.
So we're good.
Fine, all right, it's fair.
I
it's
think
fair.
there was a scandal the last Jeopardy too.
Wait, how much fat are we putting out, by the way?
Oh, let's do 10 each.
okay.
So
10
you
each.
I
can
don't, I
win
don't
it.
have too much. That's why. That's 25% of my fat.
Okay. Okay, go ahead, Royce.
Michael has
All
less
right, let's
than
keep
that?
it going.
I would have
Fantasy
said
managers
Chris.
for 2.
Who has made the least amount of transactions?
Ooh.
James.
Who is Marcus?
Who is
Oh,
Marcus?
really?
At
I almost
I think
forgot he was in the league.
at
I
Fort
thought, honestly, I thought it was Ty.
ties at 15 transactions.
Oh,
Wow.
That's
wow.
close.
That's a
Go
good
ahead,
question.
James. Oh
I'll
wait.
take
Wait. The
Fan-
scores are
Oh wait, yeah.
messed up.
Go back to
300, I think. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah.
Yes, 300.
I'll take fantasy manager for 3, please.
Who is the best fantasy manager? Scores the closest to their max point. Oh, go ahead, Nick.
Jonathan. Who is Jonathan?
Jonathan is correct.
Oh,
Jonathan
very nice.
scores
Tied it up.
93% of his max through 6 weeks.
Damn.
Who scores
What a
the
stat.
lowest?
Is that a bonus
question?
question?
No. Just the
Vin.
Vin
took-
scores the lowest at 85, and the next lowest is Chris at
Yeah.
85.3.
I believe it.
Oh, 85 is actually not bad.
But that's
right?
out of his like projected, right?
Out of max possible of your roster.
Oh.
So Jonathan
Oh.
scored. So that went to Nick, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nick.
I'll take.
Wait. Wait, hold up. What's the score?
300 to
can't read.
400.
Yeah,
All
you
right,
guys are up.
Chris. All right, Chris. What do we do? What do we do here?
Go
What
ahead.
do we do?
No, you can finish it up to you.
All right. Let's go. Fantasy managers 400. Let's just wrap it up.
How many
who's
times
scored?
has Nick said a D's nuts joke this season? Any of its variants?
Oh, shit.
Nick, go ahead.
Oh, what is 6?
6 is wrong.
Oh.
Go ahead, James.
Royce, you got it?
No, I think you got it more.
What is 12?
12 is wrong. Surprisingly, it's 3.
Oh, wow.
I overshot it. Oh, okay.
By the way,
No.
as of right now, Javonte Williams just got a touchdown.
Let's
Oh.
go.
Javonte
Let's
Williams just
go.
scored a rushing
All right.
touchdown.
Oh, Nick,
Who was
that's some
old?
rookie-ass
Nick,
numbers.
Chris, go ahead. It's back to you. We have 0. The score is 0
Let's go.
to negative
That's what we like
100.
to see.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna go-
let's
I'm gonna
go.
go with fantasy football players for 100.
Which NFL player claims to wipe their ass with Hall of Fame Shannon Sharp's resume? I think I saw Nick first before I saw James or Royce.
Who's DK Metcalf?
Who is DK Metcalf?
Very nice,
Easy.
very nice.
Go ahead,
Nick, go
Chris.
ahead.
Nick.
Let's go. Fantasy players for 200.
Who is the #1 kicker in fantasy football?
Oh crap.
Royce.
Who is Justin Tucker?
Justin
Oh.
Tucker is wrong. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead, Nick.
Oh, who's Tyler Bass?
Who is
oh my.
Hoopst is Tyler Bass? Go ahead.
You. 300. Alex, rack it up.
According to PFF, who is the best rusher through 6 weeks? Go ahead, Nick.
Who is Derrick Henry?
Wrong.
Wrong.
Royce or James? All
Oh, it's
right.
that- oh.
We got passed because we don't.
Who is
Oh,
James
what?
Robinson?
Oh, did you know what?
Wow.
Best graded rusher. So
Interesting.
Yeah.
What's the grading? What's it based on?
PFF's
Hey,
algorithm.
Oh,
See,
it's
if it was
just like
the
rank
Washington
one.
Missed
played,
tackles,
plays,
yeah.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Long
I thought it
run.
would have been like a quarterback or something.
I think it
I thought
goes.
it was low key. I thought it was Tyson Williams. No cap, dude.
What?
If he, but I don't know. If
I
he
think I
had
said 30
rushes.
carries. I don't know if he's
Yeah.
rushed 30 times.
That's
Go
the,
ahead,
That's the only issue.
Nick and man. This is this is a
alright,
bad
Chris,
game.
what do
I
you
don't know.
think? What do you
I don't know if
think?
you can Final Jeopardy
might have to-
negative points.
Let's go.
I had
Anything
to
goes
wipe
one
the
hundo.
segment.
Anything goes one hundo.
Oh.
What is the approximate size of Royce's nipples?
What the fuck?
Wait.
Royce, go
that's not
ahead.
What measurement?
That's
Oh, wait.
right. That's why there's
Royce,
this
Are we
stupid shit
talking?
like
All
this.
right. Are we talking circumference? Are we
Go
talking
ahead,
radius?
Royce.
What
Anything
units are we
goes.
using?
Oh, okay. It's like the size of like a bottle cap.
Wrong. Go ahead, Nick.
What is a pepperoni?
What is a pepperoni?
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Right here, baby.
Oh,
Pause it on this screen for a little bit, dude.
Let me see one more time.
One more time. Wait, this one got hard.
what
'cause you guys
is
looked at
a
it.
pepperoni? Is the correct answer.
It's not the size of a pepperoni.
No cap on TV. That look like on the. They look like pepperoni.
All right, go ahead. Nick. Damn, Nick's on fire, dude.
Anything
For
goes
200.
200.
What high school is on McFadden and Ward? Oh, go
What
ahead,
the-
Chris.
La Quinta High School.
Oh!
La Quinta High School.
Let's
This
go,
guy's
Chris,
too
let's go.
good, dude.
3 and 3. 3 and 3.
All right, go ahead.
Fantasy football players for 400.
What type of injury does Clyde Edwards-Helaire have?
Oh shit.
Anybody? Nobody knows, dude.
Dude.
Go ahead, Nick. Make it spicy.
Let me answer.
What
first.
is,
Go ahead. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, wait, does Chris want to go? Yeah, Chris goes.
What is an MCL sprain?
Jeez.
Wow,
Dang.
that's some bull.
That's
So
pretty
dang,
good,
holy.
dude. All right, go ahead.
Damn.
What is anything goes for 300?
All right, these guys. I feel like these guys have to pay out more money if they end up in the
Yeah,
negative.
can we take a loan?
Yeah.
just download more RAM.
What is
dude.
Timmy's Twitch channel? Go ahead, Nick.
Oh, what is twitch.tv/Playboy Val?
Playboy underscore?
Playboy Vow is
Oh.
correct.
Dude.
All right,
How's he so
anything goes.
fast?
400.
Anything goes 400. Yes, sir.
What is the name of the Cowboys mascot?
Oh.
Man, the freaking 2 and 4 team is 2 and 4 for a reason. That's all I'm gonna say.
Dude, represent.
All
Yo,
right,
can I
I'll just
take a
take a stab.
shot?
I'll take a stab.
go ahead, Nick.
Who is Pete?
It is Rowdy.
Nope.
Oh,
All right,
Damn.
all
Can
right,
you
I was about,
Jeopardy
I was,
negative
I was
points?
about to say.
all right,
shit, if
Royce.
got
You can
that-
take a shot for. I'll give you your team 300 points, so you can double it. So you
They
can
break
you can
even.
double it. so you can have a chance to win if they get it
Communism
wrong.
right here, dude.
God.
Take a
Wait.
shot,
Alright.
Royce.
No, they're at negative 300. How you? That's triple.
Oh no,
You're
sorry,
giving,
sorry.
you're
Yeah,
giving
no,
900
they
points.
have to get
They
it
just
right.
break even.
They have to get it right, and you guys have to get it wrong.
I
Or
have to
you
take
guys
a
have to
shot
get
for this?
0.
I thought we just
Like a
chill until they
literal shot?
answer.
Both of them
We
got to
just
take it off for these
chill.
points.
Yeah,
Wait,
what if we
alright.
take a
James took
shot?
4, right? James took 4 though.
Don't
Oh,
worry, he's at home.
What's another one?
Yeah, what's in
All right, here, right there, for the chance to win it all.
Oh shit! Can we?
Right there, the chance to
The
win.
pinky. Oh, the pinky's out. The pinky's out. Yes, sir.
Wait, he drinking
Face
already?
with a smile. Yeah, I took mine. Fuck.
All right, with the chance to win because of the one-shot loan. All right, so how Final Jeopardy is gonna work is that I'll give you like let's just say like 15 seconds, right?
Can you give us 30? Wait. So how do we wager? Do we wager before? Should we text our? Can we message our people first, or should we see the
I
question
think
first?
you just need to wager more than $1, and
I
they
think,
need to wager
it's
it all,
obvious
right?
what we're wagering.
Right? But yeah, text me. But then to answer, just I'll take both answers at once. Like I'll count 1, 2, 3, and you guys both yell your answers,
Okay.
or all 5, or all 4 yell your answers. Okay?
And you if Nick gets it wrong and I get it right, is that okay?
That's
And
okay.
vice versa. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Whoever gets it right. Okay.
Okay, you ready? Final Jeopardy. Of the top 10 QBs drafted, only one falls outside of the top 12 QBs, not due to an injury. Who is this QB? Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. All right, contestants. Are you guys ready with your answer? Seems like James very eager to answer right here.
Eager to get it
Okay.
wrong.
You all have your quarterback ready?
Yeah.
Can we text?
You
we're gonna
just yell it out on the pod in
Okay, go ahead.
3, 2, 1, go.
Aaron
Ryan
Rodgers.
Ryan
Tannehill.
Tannehill.
What did you say, Chris?
Aaron Rodgers.
What, Nick? Or Nick?
Trevor Lawrence?
It's Ryan Tannehill. Who
Let's
said that?
go!
Damn.
Let's go.
Dude.
It's
We
okay.
both
I
got
was
it.
kind of scuffed, right? So
Nah, that
I'd
was
say,
obvious, bro.
I
That was
say,
easy.
what should we
That should
do?
have been fantasy players for 100.
No cap.
Yeah.
One shot for 600 points is Should have been like.
I'll say. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay.
You also accepted that, right? Like Nick and I just sat here taking it. Like, damn, dude, we really gave him one shot for 600 points, dude.
We're here for the spice, dude. We're here for
That's
the
because
spice.
Chris is low. All right.
I've done a lot more for a lot
Wait,
less
I'll cover
points.
Chris's. I'll cover Chris's. I'll
We
cover
drink way
Chris.
more from
No,
the
y'all.
stupider
The
shit.
losers just pay 5. Just play 5. So if Nick
Okay.
wants to cover Chris, that's just 10.
Okay.
Agreed? Because
Fair
it was
enough.
like
I
they
got
got
you,
the.
Chris. I
Wait, who
got
did
you.
you even answer, Royce?
I'll play
I said Ryan Tannehill. Me and
both
James
said
both
Ryan
said
Oh,
Ryan
okay.
Tannehill.
I'll give it to them because they both said it.
All right, that was a pretty tough question, guys. But thanks for
Tough,
playing and
subjective.
thanks 3 and 3 team for being good sports.
Hey, 2 and 4, rise up!
Right? I mean, they
We're
were
just here for the memes.
if
It's
they
our
wagered
time.
if they wagered negative 300 points, they're just gonna lose even more. But all right, thanks you guys for joining in.
Out.
Catch you. Good luck
Shit
this
Alright.
week.
is so
All right.
scuffed.
Deuces.
Good luck. Good luck, boys.
Bye.
Good luck, boys.
Luck.
Welcome back, guys. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that game. Thank you, Chris, for being a good
Man.
sport.
It is what it is.
It-
I think I was a way worse sport last year. I was pretty
I think
mauled in last year.
I think we brought it up to like the. But no, the pod will bring it back up again. I feel
Yeah.
like, right, whoever listens. But
Yeah.
we'll just get into our predictions, and we can have a rematch next week.
Yeah.
But our first matchup of the day, Jonathan versus Marcus. So, Chris, take us away.
Yeah, I'll jump into that. I got the QBs being even. I have the running backs going to Marcus. I have the wide receivers even, and I have the tight end going to Jonathan. What about you?
I actually have the wide receivers leaning towards Jonathan a little bit more just because of that Debo upside with Jimmy Garoppolo. Um, and I feel like I'm higher on DJ Moore than you are, although he hasn't been really performing that well as
Yeah.
of late. He's still a pretty big target hog, and
Yeah, he gets, like if you get double digit targets, you can't be mad about that, right?
yeah, you can't. So, and DJ Moore, like, he can make a play, right?
Mhm.
So with all those opportunities, I think he can make a play.
I just think, honestly, I might be pretty high on Cordell Patterson, like for this week too, like against Miami, like he's been getting his opportunities, et cetera, et cetera. I really like Cordell Patterson this week.
Yeah, I like Cordero Patterson this week. I just don't like Kenny Galladay, and I do not like DK Metcalf all that much with what's his
Mhm.
name as quarterback,
I
right?
see the other thing is I don't like Jalen Waddle this week because I think Devontae Parker's coming back, and Tua's really like Devontae Parker from what I've seen
Really?
when he's active. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So
Well, I think I also have quarterbacks even and running backs to Marcus and tight ends even.
okay, so a
Um,
little bit different there.
yeah, just the difference in wide receivers. I think
Uh,
it might come down to the running back play. Michael Carter and Sanders should. I mean, there's been word coming out about getting Sanders more involved, and
mhm,
Michael Carter has been taking more and more of that workload. And coming out of the bye, they might incorporate him into their offense even more. And so, Jonathan doesn't have the big names, but I think the workload is there to match Joe Mixon, especially since Khalil Herbert is against Tampa Bay, which is a really stout run defense.
true,
What do you
true,
think?
true, true. I agree with the Michael Carter Miles Sanders take. Um, yeah, I agree with that take. I just if he puts up like a respectable amount of points, they should be good. I'm not sure about the Kenny Galladay play. I don't know what his status is, but I do think it's going to be the Kenny Galladay, like the flex position, Kenny Galladay versus Waddle. And yeah, like I said earlier, this Waddle have that higher percentage target share with Parker returning. That's my big issue there. But yeah, I don't think there's anything to much to do because you got the bye Mageddon like this week, like just all the
Hmm.
great teams are on bye, so there's not much to do.
Yeah, I
And,
agree.
and I got Jonathan winning. What about you?
I also have Jonathan winning.
Okay, cool.
Next matchup, Chris versus Ty.
Yes, sir, dude.
Um,
On the positive side with the by me getting for myself.
yeah, so should I start this off or do
Go
you want
ahead.
to
Yeah,
start
go ahead.
this off?
You can go ahead.
Um, so I see, I mean, Chris has Jalen Hurts, which is like a really, really bad quarterback, but he
Mhm.
gets those touchdowns and he gets those trash times, so he's
Yes,
slowly
sir.
stuck as whether you like him or like it or not, he's the quarterback 4 on the season, so I have Chris winning QB. Running backs are even. I mean, Ty's rolling out Sony Michelle, which is probably like just like 3-4 points. So it comes down to Damien and Connor and Eli versus Fournette. And I think Eli and Dame can match him. Eli
Mhm.
should be actually Kyle Shanahan coming off of a bye. You never know what he's gonna do, right?
True.
We think he's going to involve Eli Mitchell more, but we don't really know. But and Damian Harris, we don't know his status and how much of a thorn Ramondre Stevenson's gonna be
Yeah.
on his
Yeah.
side. But the workload is there, and all they have to do is match Fournette, so I have it even there. Wide receivers go to Chris, just because Antonio Brown's status is up in the air. I think he missed practice today or limited practice.
Okay.
Ridley coming back. Don't know what he did, but the only thing I know is that he's rested now, right?
Uh.
Right. So
Yeah.
so we
Yeah.
have Ridley and Shepard, who is like a target hog for the games that he has played in.
Yeah.
We just don't know his health status. So I have Chris winning wide receivers.
Yeah.
Tight end goes to Chris every day. Um, and so I think it'll come down to is health. Health of Antonio Brown, health of Shepard, and
Mhm.
health of Kelsey. And
Okay.
if all of those work out, I think I actually have Chris winning this week, just because I don't think Antonio Brown is gonna play this week.
Okay. Under pressure, not only that I Jeopardy, I have Dearness Johnson sitting with a 23.8 points. Probably a top six quarterback for the top six running back for the week on my bench. So there's that. I agree with your takes. Let's see if I have anything different. Elijah Mitchell is a scarier start because Jermichael Hasty's supposed to be active. I don't know if he's healthy. What's the role there? I do agree there. I think Calvin really should be fine. Like, if it was a personal issue, if someone passed away, you know what I mean? Like, that's a blow up game in the books right there.
True. If he comes out with like some new neck jewelry with like a little medallion, it's wraps.
It's a wrap.
It's
It's
wraps
done,
for
dude.
Miami.
It's like 100 points for Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I think it is going to come down to the flex because he has Marcus Callaway. Is James Winston going to hit him for some bigger plays, or is he going to be on like David's team for the first 2 weeks, just putting up duds? Like, where's he at there? And then that Elijah Mitchell pick I was talking about. I should have played the Ernest. Does AB play? And then if he needs AB, Callaway, and Lenny to kind of like get those boom games for him to have a chance because he has a lot of players on bye week, and I have myself winning here.
Yeah, I might actually. Did I say who was gonna win? I think I said
No.
Chris was gonna win, right?
Okay.
But I might play Amon-Ra St. Brown just for that boom upside because he's like the only one there, and it's Jared Goff in like a revenge narrative if you buy into that.
Okay. See, I thought that too, but then last week Amon-Ra St. Brown had like one target going into the 6th minute of the fourth quarter, and then he peppered him with 6 targets at the end of the game.
I see.
So that's actually why I dropped
I
him
also
for
think they might be playing catch up
Cincy.
too, though.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean, they were playing catch up last week. They just look like shit.
yeah.
So, you got me. I got myself. Sorry, Ty. And then you got Vintuk versus Yi going into the next game, the Brother Bowl. Usually,
The Brother Bowl.
the coveted, the very spicy, the game of the week. Brother Bowl. But let's see. How do you feel about the Brother Bowl this week?
This is usually Christmas Day games right here. Must see TV.
Yes,
This
sir.
is like
Probably
like
not talking to each other
this is
all
the
week.
Packers versus the Bears when it
Yes,
used to be
sir.
good, but now it's just like not that good anymore. But so I have for quarterbacks I have it's pretty even there. Running backs, I have it leaning in favor of me just because of that Chuba workload, Jonathan Taylor workload,
Yes, sir. I
and
agree
Mike
with that.
Davis workload. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, Jamal Williams has 14 points, so I might actually call
Javonte
this.
Williams?
Javonte
yeah.
Williams has 14, so I might actually call it like pretty
More
even
than it
now.
was.
But
Yeah.
Yi is looking actually pretty beatable this week specifically because he has no Zeke, no CeeDee Lamb, no Mike Williams, and
Absolutely.
no Thielen. And so
Absolutely.
if there's a good a week to do it, it's right now. And it just so happens to be his brother that's gonna be trying to do it to him. Is there a position that this comes down to, Chris?
Really quick, I think he does have the quarterback take for sure. I think Ryan Tannehill is gonna have a great
With
week.
no AJ Brown or
Yeah.
and no Hulu, I mean, one of them's missing. I forget.
Yeah, I think he'll still have a great week. You can't count on like slip screens for delay screens for Henry. They do a good job at tight end screens too. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, other than that, I kind of agree. Even though he has a lot of bye players, he has some good work here. I think besides running back, I think Vincent needs Boyd Kirk to show up. And I did see running back, and then as we're recording, Javonte Williams did show up. He got 14 points. That's very respectable. And I don't know how Mike Davis is going to do. So that's another, position of interest for me as well. Your thoughts on what's it going to come down to?
You actually think that the wide receiver core is going to push? I guess Chase and Brown, if you consider that even a push, but Brown hasn't really been like performing all too well, and he's banged up.
He got 12 points in. Like, if he gets in the end zone with Tannehill,
Mhm.
going to do well against Kansas City. Like, he should be
Oh
doing
yeah,
well.
Kansas City
know,
secondary. You're
I
right.
could see him getting like anywhere between 15 and 20 points.
Um.
Like I'm definitely assuming a touchdown.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't like Boyd and Renfro's matchups this week.
True, but I just don't like Kirk either. Like Kirk,
Oh, you
it
don't
could be a Rondell Moore or AJ Green game. Like
Yeah,
Kirk is
boom
definitely
bust type of play. I agree.
absolutely.
Okay. But
Would you do anything different?
I might actually play Jamison Crowder over Renfro just because I know New England's going to be shutting down Corey Davis,
Mhm.
and so that might open up even more opportunities for Crowder. And I think it might be a little bit safer than either Boyd or Renfro there, just because Crowder's like a PPR machine. I mean, he doesn't really have a big sample size, but the targets are there.
For me, I would say I think if AR doesn't play well this week,
You're
like when is he
still
gonna play well? Like is the Tampa Bay matchup like you can't run on Tampa Bay? Like if you can't play him this week, when are you gonna play him? Kind of thing.
I don't even think I think he might get the, but I don't think he'll do anything with them. You know, he'll get the targets, but Vin's been burned too many times.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Like even if I was in that position, I don't know if I would be able to. This is for third person. I'm not having to deal with this week in and week out. So with that being said, though, Vince's team has been putting up the lowest amount of points. So it's gonna go with me.
Me also. I think consensus.
Okay. Michael versus Royce is the next matchup. Let me pull that up really quick. I think this is going to be a pretty spicy matchup with the trade he made. I got quarterbacks pushing because Aaron Rodgers has a plus matchup. I think running back slightly lean towards Michael just because Chase Edmonds is kind of hurt. I'm buying into that. James Conner is going to do more work in Houston. Stuff.
As the James Conner owner.
That's why I'm playing him.
Okay.
And then what? Otherwise, if I didn't think it was a James Conner game script, I would have played Dearness. To be honest, like it was a big debate for me.
I can see how it's a grind down the clock type of game, but yeah, I can see that.
Wide receivers to Michael, because of I don't know if Julio's gonna play D Hop, not Godwin, right? T Higgins is slotted in there, but it's just a time slot thing. So D Hop and Godwin should do better than Julio and Devonta. And then tight end's gonna go to Michael for Mark Andrews, and then the flex is also gonna go to Michael with C Higgins versus Henry Ruggs. What do you got there?
I have QBs actually leaning more Michael's side. I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna have a pretty big game against Washington. No J-Rob this week for Royce, who has been putting up numbers. Like they've been focusing the offense around him, giving him the carries, so that's a really big boost for Royce's team that he doesn't have this week. So I do think Aaron Jones and Derrick Henry will kind of wash, and I do think J.D. McKissick is due for a big game since Antonio Brown is not going to be there, and I anticipate a negative game script going into Green Bay. So I have running backs going to Michael. And I also have wide receivers going to Michael, but just because of D Hop and Godwin, again, I'm anticipating Antonio Brown not playing, and
You mean Julio Jones?
no, for Godwin.
Oh, okay.
Antonio Brown not playing, and Gronk not playing. So I think when Antonio Brown doesn't play, I think Godwin does better. Although Godwin hasn't been cashing in on his red zone targets for whatever reason. But I do think Godwin is going to have a pretty big game. T. Higgins should have a good game too. So I have wide receivers going to Michael. Any changes that I would make for the team? None. I think both sides have their best lineups in just because of Mageddon and everything.
Yeah.
And I have Michael winning this one out. What about you?
Okay. I might play Brandon Ayuk over Henry Ruggs. I might play Brandon Ayuk over Henry Ruggs. You know, another thing where it's like,
Yeah, you have the
I think-
balls.
yeah, like again as a third party, Brandon Ayuk's been fucking killing him all year. But if you're not gonna play him this week, like no George Kittle, you know they usually have two competent receiving options. So if it was George Kittle Debo, is he gonna be Ayuk Debo this week? I don't know. So I don't know. You have the balls for that. I'm not sure if I would either, but that's just a thought. But I do have Michael winning this week.
All right. Next matchup, myself versus Nick.
Okay, I can hop in here first because I know you. This is your game. I got a quarterback going to Nick.
Just go down the
Winston.
list.
I got running back going to Nick. Wide receiver. David needs some Hail Marys. Like, is Rashad Penny playing? Is Latavius Murray healthy? You know what, David? You could have had Darius Johnson this week. You could have had 23 points right now.
Well, you could have had him too, though. Me and Chris we were in a heated. Why didn't you trade him to me if you weren't even gonna play him?
Because I'd rather have them on my bench than not.
That
get
guy
anything with
can
it.
rot on your bench for all I care.
Honestly, he looked pretty good. Like I was cutting it out of the game while we were doing the podcast. He actually looks pretty good. So, I mean, hopefully he gets a role with Kareem Hunt being out.
Mhm.
Yeah, David needs some Hail Marys.
Right. I'll hop
Patrick,
in here.
Tim Patrick didn't get a goose egg, so that's nice. And then I might look at the running back position if I was Nick, I might play A.J. Dillon depending on the running backs for New York. Go ahead.
Yeah, obviously, this is not a very good week for me. The one time I played Tim Patrick, he gives me 2 points, and
Right.
so
he's supposed to be like a bona fide 11, 12 point person, right?
he's supposed to have the. And I know it says 5 targets right now. I know for a fact all of those came in the last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, right? And so he's supposed to be like the safety net, the targets, right? Not so much
Yeah.
like downfield threat. So he was supposed to be a good play this week in a pretty easy Cleveland matchup. But whatever. Quarterback, I got myself, obviously. Running
Yikes.
back, I have a lot of questions there. I don't even know if I can roster 2 quarterbacks that are playing this
Two running
week.
backs are playing.
Okay, that's not a very high bar to cross, and I don't think I can cross it. Right? And for tight end, I guess Nick, but for my bright spot is that I have my wide receivers who I think can, well, not Tim Patrick anymore, but Mike Evans and Brandon Cooks. I can talk myself into having a big game, you know.
For sure.
I can visualize myself having 25 points from each of them, right? So that's what's gonna tuck me in at night. But overall, do you have any changes you might make to my team?
For your team, let's see here.
That's the best lineup right there.
It is literally the best lineup right there. Like, you know, hindsight being 2020, I guess it would have been like Jacoby Myers instead of Tim Patrick. But I thought Tim Patrick was gonna get you like 12 points and he'd be chilling, right?
Yeah.
Even if he got you like 10 points, okay, cool, whatever. But
Okay, he was not supposed to get 2 points. That's what was not supposed to happen.
Oh,
All
man.
right, whatever. But to win, I think I'll need like a prayer and some unfortunate plays on Nick's side. But obviously, I think that's gonna happen. So have myself.
With that being said, you know, you got James versus Timmy in the next game. So you got yourself, I got Nick. James versus Timmy. I would argue this is the matchup of the week. How do you feel about this matchup here?
I think this matchup was good. I also think actually the Brother
Michael
Bowl is not
Royce.
looking too bad, honestly. Look at it.
At this
It's
point-
at 50-50 right now.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think this one's okay. I can also see
Michael Royce. How do you feel about that one? Ooh,
I can also
think
see
Michael Royce would
Michael
be better.
Royce is also pretty good.
I think there'd be more like differing votes. You know
Just
what I mean?
because they don't have the bye week, the bipocalypse doesn't
Yeah,
hit them as much.
exactly.
They have the
So
thing
maybe
now.
we'll put that one up. We'll talk later. We'll jump with Timmy, our last matchup of the week.
Yeah, I'll go first here.
Go ahead.
Quarterback goes to Kyler. Running back, I think, goes to James also, just because Antonio Gibson actually, I don't know if Antonio Gibson is playing, but Swift is still a stud. And Josh Jacobs, I'm not too sure what the new head coach is going to do with him, especially after seeing last week Kenyon Drake. That has to be really concerning. But Hendog is a bona fide beast.
Yes,
So
sir.
I think I'll have Timmy actually going running back.
Okay.
Timmy goes wide receivers, and for tight end, I think it's pretty even. I think Hunter Henry's on the way up, and Mike Gesicki's doing pretty well as of recently. What about you?
I agree with everything you said. I might lean more towards tight ends even, and I will say running back is James still. I still got Swift and Gibson like doing better than Head Dog
You have
and
Gibson playing, right? I have Gibson not playing.
okay. I think Gibson should be fine playing. So yeah, I do have the running backs leaning toward James there. But otherwise, I agree with everything you said.
Mhm.
What do you think this is going to come down to?
I think it's gonna come down to the Ganja versus I guess the
Jacobs,
Josh
right?
Jacobs, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think Ganja has been good as of recently. I just hope that James found the right week to play him because he is hit or miss. There's a couple of
Sure.
3-pointer, 1-pointers trickled in with a couple of touchdowns. If he gets a touchdown, he's good. If he doesn't, he's not that good. But Houston
Absolutely.
is the matchup to do it. So
Oh. Yeah, I wouldn't make any changes, and I think I have James winning this week.
I have James winning this week also if Antonio Gibson plays.
Okay.
But if he doesn't, I think Timmy wins out on this one just because of that wide receiver stack is so nasty.
Yeah, that wide receiver stack is disgusting for sure.
All right, and
All
I
right.
think that's all we have for today.
All right, so we'll throw some shot bets. I'm leaning towards that Michael Royce. What
Yeah, Michael Royce is a good matchup.
do you, okay, game of the week.
Yeah.
Shotguns and stuff like that. Other than that, yeah,
Yeah.
good luck this week. I hope you guys get through this by apocalypse by McGinnon.
Oh wait! Here, I have an idea.
Go
Right?
ahead, talk about it.
How about since you guys lost the Jeopardy, right? Technically, they take the shotgun then, because that was part of it.
Okay, since we lost it and
Technically, they got the giveaway. They got to do the shotgun.
Okay, we'll throw that question out there. We'll put a poll up. Let's see.
All right, let's see what the people have to say. I'm notorious for scuffed Jeopardy games, but we love to play it.
If you're listening to this podcast, you're.
Oh wait, you cut out. What'd you say? I think.
I was saying if you're listening to this podcast right now, just remind me to do Jeopardy next year.
Yeah. You host it and I'll play it. Usually I host, but next year you can host.
All right.
All right. Peace out, everybody. Good luck this week.
There you guys.